Hello everybody, I'm Kikuta. I'm a Kendo sensei at the MMAC, Multipurpose Martial Arts Center in Kathmandu. I have 5 dan and I talk about the history of Kendo today. In short, my theme would be Kendo started as a technique to kill, to develop into the way of life, to have the respectful, happy life. Okay, so I talk about in 4 phases. First phase, technique to kill. Second phase, the way of life. Third phase, ban and revival. And fourth phase, current status. First, in the middle-aged Japan, there's an era called Heian era. It was the aristocracy's era. So lots of noble men controlled Japan. And at the end of the Heian era, the sword, Japanese sword. At the end of the Heian era, the Japanese sword with 2 edges in blade was invented. This is the beginning of the Japanese swordsmanship. And after that, there comes the Kamakura era and the Muromachi era, from 12 centuries to 14 centuries. So these samurais era, a lot of fights were going on all over Japan. And the end of the Muromachi era, it was called Sengoku Jidai, Sengoku era, the civil wars period. So lots of feudal wars and lots of warriors, samurais are fighting each other to be a champion to unite Japan. After Sengoku era, here comes the Edo era. It's a peaceful era, continued more than 300 years. So in Edo era, shinais, bamboo sword, and bogu, Kendo's protective armors were invented. So it changed the tendency of the Kendo because they, for the first time, can start actual practice, hitting each other. So there are lots of schools showing off their strengths. At the same time, they find that in order to be a stronger player, they need a partner, practitioner, and they have to have the mutual respect. So, not only technique, but Kendo is developed into their way of life. Respect each other, so they attach great importance to, for example, courtesy, sense of justice, simplicity, mutual respect, and self-discipline. So this is the how Kendo, or Kenjutsu at the time it was called, developed into the way of life to make your life worthwhile, to be a respected person and live a good life. This is the second phase. And third phase, after the Edo era, Meiji era comes, and here is a very famous book called Bushido, written by Nitobe Inazo in English. So the sense and spirit of principle and the philosophy of Kendo became spread into the world in English. Third phase, ban and survival or revival, ban and revival. After the World War II, as you know, Japan defeated in the Pacific War by the United States. So US-based GHQ, General Headquarters Office, occupied Japan in Tokyo. And General MacArthur of GHQ banned Kendo because he thought Kendo was a kind of symbol of the militaristic Japanese workforce. So it was banned. After a while, thanks to the strenuous effort by Sasamori Junzo sensei, he risked his life, negotiated with the General MacArthur to revive the Kendo. And finally, he succeeded in making Kendo revive as a sport in schools for the sake of education of young kids. However, those senseis, including Junzo Sasamori, never forget about the spirit of the Kendo. So, Kendo is a sport, but with the discipline and spirit of Bushido. So this is the difference from the other sports and Kendo. Let's see the Olympic Games. The players, after winning, shout with joy, and the audience also yell for the winner. But in Kendo, if the players make a guts pose after winning, it is deleted because we think Kendo players have to respect to each other even after the game is over. This is the spirit. So they are succeeded in continuing Kendo as a sport as well as spiritual Bushido. Fourth phase, current status. Thanks to this kind of a philosophy, it is understood by the all over the world. So now Kendo is spread to 52 countries, and 2.6 million people are practicing Kendo all over the world, including here in Nepal. And once Junzo Sasamori sensei said, practice is a matter of lifetime. Junzo